Oh, hi Capricorn. This is my third time trying to record your video. I don't know what to do if it doesn't record. Everyone else's is working and there's no sound for yours, but let's try again. So at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Cups. This is just, I've got a feeling, Capricorn, you're in a very good emotional place this week. The Queen of Cups is that emotional generosity. She's about love. She's about warmth. She's about kindness, basically. She offers this cup to other people so they too, so you can share, so you can connect, so you can love with others. This is either you or it's someone you're closely involved with who has these characteristics, Capricorn, okay? So I am not sure. I've got a feeling it's you. Because as the crowding card, you've got the judgment card. The rebirth card, this is about rising from the old tombs, the old ways of being, experiencing rebirth, experiencing new energy. It's about forgiveness of any past hurts. It's about letting new energy inside you so the old can be sort of cast off, basically. Just stunning couple of cards too. This is a tree trunk, this is the leaves of the tree, so there's such a good feeling about your week, Capricorn. As your additional guidance card, you've got Imagine. So Imagine comes up really quite often for me when I'm trying to reflecting on how I want my future to be, basically. What do I want for myself? How do I want, and how am I going to go about achieving it? So yes, and they're quite linked to the first two cards actually, because you've got the Seven of Discs, which is waiting for your harvest. All the work's been done, but you're waiting. But it's paired with the 10, which is a full harvest, basically. So you've got these two together. So very strange. It's almost, there's either what you're waiting for is about to reap its full harvest. So you might have been working on some stuff personally or financially, which is about to work itself out and come to completion. Okay? Or you are the Seven of Discs, and the Imagine card is just imagine what do you want this treasure trove to look like? What would full harvest look like to you? What do you want, basically? And this treasure trove is about, so there could be a big financial gain this week for you. There could be winnings, inheritance, that sort of thing with this Ten of Pentacles. It's sort of, this trunk is overflowing, basically. But don't forget, the Pentacles aren't only about financial, they're about inner wealth as well. Although the Cups tend to be more about our emotions. It might be you're developing some new ideas about how to be self-sufficient and self-supporting in the world, because I really know that's a big, very important value for you, Capricorn. So, but I think for quite a lot, there's actually manifestation, and it's actually the 10 you're getting, because right next to this you've got the Six of Discs. This represents mutuality. It also represents generosity, a bit like that Queen of Cups. So that's what I mean, there's a real emotional generosity, kindness and warmth to you this week, Capricorn. And excuse me if my voice is going. So this is about you sharing, being able to share with others because you've got plenty. And it's not only financial, sometimes it's giving of your time, okay? It's giving of your time to someone who just needs a friend, okay? Now it's paired with a World card, which means every lesson in the major arcana has been learnt and integrated. You've completed a cycle and a new one is awaiting. But when you've got the World, enjoy where you're at. The world's your oyster, basically. You became the master. You've completed a whole karmic cycle, and a new one awaits. And this same theme is mirrored by the Judgment card. So there's a recurring theme within your cards, Capricorn. So you then move on to the King of Cups, paired with the Emperor. So the King of Cups is, again, a bit like the Queen, but different because the King's more dynamic. The Queen's more receptive, okay? But this King is, he sits on his throne amongst everything. Everything goes on around him, but he keeps his emotional cool. So he doesn't react to what's going off around him. He's warm, he's loving, a bit like the Queen, okay? Now, it's paired with the Emperor. And the Emperor is that archetypal father, isn't he? He's the businessman, the manifester, really hard worker. Emotionally, the Emperor is very restrained, very uptight, not able to let people in. He's got too many walls around him. And I think that King of Cups may be saying to be careful of walls, be careful of being too guarded, Capricorn. Soften a little bit, if at all possible. We've all been hurt before, definitely. But this King of Cups is saying you can manage yourself now. You've claimed the world. You're the King and the Queen of Cups. You don't have to defend yourself against attack because you know how to handle people. You know what's good for you and you know what's not good for you. So you don't need walls to protect yourself. You can let people in. Now, Aquarius got exactly a different combination, but very, very, very similar theme. So yes, very interesting actually. Just rule with your heart this week, Capricorn. Okay? Not with walls and not with keeping people out. Now you end the week with the Four of Wands. Celebrating, quite often this can mean an event like graduation, new job, new house, that sort of thing. Okay, there's it's moving from one threshold, it's a threshold card. Okay. Now it's paired with the King of Swords in reverse, and you know what I'm feeling? It's don't think too much. Don't try and figure anything out. It seems to be this week for you is about emotional warmth, allowing those boundaries to be down without having to worry about what's coming next, without having to be committed and deep and serious, all most outstanding qualities. But that King of Swords reverse is almost saying just don't. Enjoy the moment, enjoy where you're at, Capricorn, because there seems to be so much emotional wealth for you, and as soon as we start connecting with that thinking mind too much, we disconnect from our emotional wealth, and that's where you're at. You've got the King and Queen of Cups, the Judgment and the World card. This is about, it's an emotionally fantastic week, okay? Keep that King of Swords in reverse. Just leave him alone. Every time you go and think about anything serious, about what's coming next, what do I need to do next, drop it. And just enjoy being in the present, being with people that you love. That's what I would do. Sorry, I'm just looking at the cards, and it's such an interesting reading, Capricorn. I know I always get really big readings for you, but I can't help it. I'm not in charge of the cards, and I always ask the cards, what's the greatest lessons that Capricorn can get? So maybe that's why the cards are always incredibly positive for you. But this is about mastery of your emotions. And if this is coming across as a love reading, that King and Queen of Cups, this is a real mature, deep love, okay? It's that sort of love between two people who know how to feel and process their emotions. and it's absolutely beautiful. Stay out the mind. That's my advice for you. Just stay away from it. Just anytime the mind wants to take over, just leave it and come from the heart and come from the celebratory energy, which that seems to be what wants to happen, Capricorn. Listen, I hope this helped you in any way, and I'm really hoping this recorded. Okay, Capricorn, I'll speak to you later. Bye.